Hello student. So this is a lecture 1 part 2 from lesson 10, that is component, that is cell and cell organelles, and in this lecture we will see the components of a cell. So first we will see the cell wall and a plasma membrane. Hope you have um, remembered the first lecture in which we have studied about the organelles and the cell and the differences. We have seen the differences between the plant cell and animal cell. So first component of a cell is a cell wall. Cell wall is an elastic and a strong coat around all membrane. It is mainly composed of carbohydrate. See the here and that structure which we have studied. This is a cell wall. That thick membrane outermost covering. It is mainly composed of a carbohydrate like cellulose and a pectin. Function of cell wall are to support and to protect the cell by preventing entry of excess water in the cell. The main function of a cell wall is to protect the cell from entering the excess water in a cell. It is present in algae, fungi, and in plant cells as well. Okay, it is present in all the plants related or the green organism like plants, algae, fungi. As we know, animals cell like a cell wall. They don't have cell wall. Okay, so this is a structure of cell wall. So it has various components. It has primary cell wall, plasma membrane. See here, plasma membrane. Then primary cell wall, hemicellulose layer, and cellulose layer, and some soluble proteins. So this is a middle lamella of a cell wall, that middle lamella. When we take a section of any plant cell and when we study through the microscope, we can see the structure of a cell wall like this. It has plasma membrane and then primary cell wall and middle lamella. And the primary cell wall contains cellulose, pectin, cellulose microfibers, soluble proteins. Okay, so this is all about a cell wall. So next point or the next component is plasma membrane, which is also called as a cell membrane. So it is a thin, fragile and elastic covering that separate the cell component from the outer environment. What is a fragile? Fragile means which easily breakable, which can easily destroy. Very thin membrane present on animal cell. If you remember, then when we are using, जब हम साबुन का एक बलून जैसा बनाते हैं साबुन हाथ पे लेकर, सो अगर से आपने देखा होगा उस पर थिन कलरफुल लेयर दिखती है, बबल्स जो हम बनाते हैं शैम्पू के, साबुन के, सोप के. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ थिन लेयर is also we can see on a plant animal cells, that is called as a plasma membrane or a cell membrane. It is fragile and very thin and that separate the inner components from the outer environment. So it is outermost covering of an animal cell. See the structure of the plasma membrane. In this structure, plasma membrane is said to be a selective permeable also. What is a selectively permeable means? Plasma membrane is also known as a selectively permeable membrane, which means selective means which transfer only a selective molecules from inside to outside or from outside to inside. That's why it is called as a selectively permeable. So it allows some substances to enter the cell while prevents other. That's why it is known as a selectively permeable. So in a structure we can see there is a protein molecule are embedded into layers of a phospholipid. These are the protein molecules which are embedded two lipid layers. There are lipid bilayers. That upper layer, which is also made up of a lipid. This is a lower layer, which is also made up of a lipid. And the proteins molecules are embedded in a cell or in a layer. So the it if any changes occurs outside the cell, the cellular environment does not change due to the plasma membrane. Okay, so this condition is called as a homeostasis. What is called homeostasis? Means if any changes occur in outer environment, that membrane doesn't allow that change to affect that cell organelles or the cell. That situation or that process or that condition is called as a homeostasis. So 14 molecules are embedded in two layers. There are 14 molecules inside these two layers of a phospholipid. Lipids are fundamental and building blocks of all the cells. Plays an important role in a making of the plasma membrane. So this is all about the plasma membrane. So there are some activities which is going through this cell membrane, and these are, first one is the activity that consume the energy, cellular energy. So there are two activities which done by the plasma membrane, and also it consume the cellular energy. The activities are of two type, which is on the basis of consuming and not consuming the cellular energy. So these are the activity that consume the energy is endocytosis, and second one is exocytosis. So see the diagram here, exocytosis and endocytosis. Exocytosis means excrete waste material outside the cell, that is called exocytosis. See here, this is a membrane and some molecules are present, and this arrow shows the head of the arrow is outside. That means the molecule which are present in the cell membrane moving out from the cell, that is exocytosis, means excrete waste material outside the cell. Okay, so whereas endocytosis, you are seeing that the arrow coming inside the cell, that is to engulf food and other substances from the outer environment. मीन्स जो एरो है वो शो कर रहा है कि वो एंटर हुआ है बाय इनगल्फिंग सम मॉलिक्यूल्स, और वो मॉलिक्यूल जो है सेल में एंटर हो चुके हैं. इनगल्फ मीन्स निगलना जिसको हम बोलते हैं. सो दैट शोज द एंडोसाइटोसिस, यानी मॉलिक्यूल आउटर इन्वायरमेंट से सेल के अंदर वो क्या करिए, मेम्ब्रेन इनगल्फ करिए. सो दिस टू एक्टिविटीज कंज्यूम द सेलुलर एनर्जी. एंडोसाइटोसिस एंड एक्सोसाइटोसिस कंज्यूम द cellular energy. Now we will see the process that don't consume the cellular energy. Endocytosis means to excrete, to engulf food and other substances from the outer environment. That is endocytosis. Exocytosis means to excrete the waste material from the out of the cell. So this is the two activities which consume the cellular energy. Now we will see next two activities which don't consume the cellular energy. First is the diffusion process and second one is the osmosis. What is diffusion? So entry or exit of small molecule like carbon dioxide and oxygen, etc. So this diffusion does not consume cellular energy. Consuming entry or exit of small molecule like oxygen, carbon dioxide and other molecules known as a diffusion process. Diffusion across the plasma membrane, we can say. Then water molecules going inside some fat soluble material, then going inside and outside the membrane, plasma membrane, that is a diffusion. Now what is osmosis? Osmosis means the traveling of a water molecule with more water part towards less water area, that is called the osmosis. the traveling of a water from a part with more water to a part with less water through a selectively permeable membrane is called as a osmosis. And is we have already learned that water flows from higher to lower level, यानी कि ज़्यादा पानी की साइड से कम एरिया, पानी के एरिया में वाटर का ट्रांसफ़र जो हो रहा है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ऑस्मोसिस. इट इज़ अ फिजिकल प्रोसेस with a three possibilities. See, this is the diagram. In outside the cell, this is a cell, or the inside cell there are some water molecule and salt molecule, but outside the say there are so many water molecules. That's why it's moving in a cell and transferring, because they are having ample of molecule, water molecule, and in the here a lack of water molecule, so they are transferring from higher to the lower water side, that is called the osmosis. So understood. So it is a physical process with three possibilities. So we can see this with the help of this diagram. So we can define osmosis in plant cell as well as in an animal cell. We have this diagram in our textbook. Now, as I told you, it is a physical process with three possibilities. So the first possibility of osmosis, or the transferring of a molecule from higher to lower, first one is a isotonic solution. See here, isotonic solution. So what is it? Medium outside and inside the cell has same proportion of water. So water doesn't go in or come out because of equal proportion of water. It doesn't come out. That is called as a isotonic solution. Means, see a isotonic solution. The water molecule, that is H2O, inside and outside having the same proportion. So water doesn't go out nor come in. That is called as a isotonic solution. Now what is hypotonic solution? Second possibilities we have, that is hypotonic solution. The cell has less water than outside medium. Hypotonic means cell has less water देन द आउटसाइड इन्वायरमेंट. सेल जो रहते हैं उसमें लेस अमाउंट रहेगा आउटर इन्वायरमेंट के कंपैरिजन में. सो वाटर एंटर्स इन द सेल. दिस इज कॉल्ड द एंडोस्मोसिस. and suppose this is a cell and this is outer environment. So water will enter in a cell because it has a less amount of water, and that process is called as a endosmosis, because we have already seen the endosmosis means then coming of water inside the cell, that is endosmosis. So water coming inside the cell from the outer environment, this process is this type of solution we can say a hypotonic solution. Example, if we keep some resins, किशमिश जिसको हम बोलते हैं, इन अ वाटर, इट विल स्वेल आफ्टर सम टाइम. यानी अगर हम उसको रात में भिगा के रखते हैं तो थोड़ा फूल जाता है. वन अनदर एग्जाम्पल इज वी हैव अ चिकपी, दैट इज चना. इफ़ वी kept in a water till night, when we see it in the morning we can see that चना और द चिकपी विल स्वेल. पानी उसके अंदर सेल में चला जाता है और वो क्या हो जाता है, फूल जाता है. सो दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हाइपोटोनिक सोल्यूशन. सो व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट, दैट इज़ अ next possibility is hypertonic solution. So in this, the cell has a more water than the outside medium. So what happened in this? The cell has more water than the outside medium. So what will happen, that the water from the cell goes out, and that is known as a exoosmosis. What it happen here now, exoosmosis will happen in this type of condition. So the water from the cell goes out and the exoosmosis will happen, and this is happen in the solution. Which type of solution? That is hypertonic solution. So one example I have, if fruit pieces are kept in thick saturated sugar solution, the water from the fruit pieces enter the sugar solution. What mean? It means जब हम किसी फ्रूट्स को शुगर सोल्यूशन में अगर से रखते हैं और वो ज़्यादा टाइम तक के रखते हैं, तो दैट फ्रूट्स सोल्यूशन जो है, फ्रूट का जो वाटर है दैट इंटर्स इन द शुगर सोल्यूशन एंड दैट फ्रूट पीसेस विल श्रिंक आफ्टर अ टाइम. So the fruit pieces shrink after a while if a plant cell or animal cell is kept in a hypertonic solution. So water comes out of the cell by the process of exosmosis, and there is contraction of a cytoplasm happen, and this process is known as a plasmolysis. यानी क्या होता है, जो सेल है फ्रूट के वो श्रिंक हो जा रहे हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जा रहे हैं, एंड जो साइटोप्लाज्म है इज ऑल्सो गेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. So this process is known as a plasmolysis. So this is all about a cell wall. So we have learned in this lecture the cell wall, the structure of a cell wall, and we have seen the structure of a plasma membrane. Why it is called a selectively permeable? Because it transfer only a selective materials. Now we have seen two type of activities done by the plasma membrane, that is endosmosis, endocytosis, or exocytosis. It is also called as exoosmosis also. Exosmosis and endosmosis. Okay, so don't be confused. Now another activity we have seen, that is diffusion process and osmosis. And in osmosis we have seen the different possibilities, that is isotonic solution, hypotonic solution and hypertonic solution. So inshallah we will see next point in a next component in a next video. Good luck.